As you look back, especially over the last 5 years, people forget that we actually started this last cycle we've been in April of 2005. And I think history will record that we started coming out of that cycle in July of 2008. Now you may be saying, that was a year and a half ago. Things haven't improved in a year and a half. But if I were to show you the graphs and if I were to show you the information, you would agree that we started coming out of this last recessionary period in the summer of 2008. Our sales in 2009 increased 50% across the board in Dade and Broward County. A little bit less increase in condos, but still we had about a 50% increase in the number of sales. The challenge has been that our prices certainly have fallen. Our prices over this past year fell about another 20%. The higher price ranges may be a little bit more. But what we experienced over the last half of 2009 is that our under $300,000 product began to increase in value. We started having multiple offers toward the end of 2009. And now as we move into 2010, we're going to see that we'll have many, many more offers, many, many more value sales that will come to market. People are concerned about the foreclosures that are coming to the market. And yes, we will have foreclosures. But the good news about South Florida is the whole world wants what we have. We have many, many buyers still waiting on the sidelines, waiting to buy. If you were to add up all the rentals and all the sales that we do combined, we're still making the same and even a greater number of transactions. We have as many people still moving here looking for housing. But I think that what we're going to see in 2010 with the unbelievable values that we have pretty much throughout single-family homes, condos, all across the board, we will find many people finally making that deal they've been waiting on for the last 3 to 4 years. You know, the good news in this market too is that we have many, many people who have been able to buy a home over these last couple of years that never dreamed that they would have the opportunity to buy that home. And today, those family members, those people are living with their family members in homes that were only a dream a few years ago. I think that the under $300,000 market will continue to firm up as we move into 2010. In the higher price ranges, we still have a little more inventory than we would like to have. January 1st, we have almost an identical number of condominiums in Miami-Dade priced over $1 million as we do single-family homes. First time that's ever happened. We have about 1,400 single-family homes priced over $1 million on the market as of January 1st, and about 1,400 condominiums priced over $1 million as of January 1st. And in both cases, we're selling about 35 units of each, 35 single-family homes a month, 35 condos a month, over $1 million. Condominiums are now the majority of the sales that we make in South Florida. 55% of all the living units that sell every month, month in, month out, are condominiums versus 45% single-family homes. That doesn't mean that single-family homes are any less valuable. Quite the contrary, they're becoming collector's items because we really just don't have any more room to build many more single-family homes. So consequently, we'll see a lot more condominiums being built in the future. Financing is another hot topic that people are interested in today. You know, financing over 2008 and 2009 was very difficult as the financial markets were trying to find a steady footing again. And today we are finding that many programs, especially in the under $417,000 market, any loans under $417,000 that conform to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines and the FHA guidelines, those programs are becoming much more available. Interest rates are still lower than they've been in generations. So I think you will see a lot of people buying because of the attractiveness of the financing. And the jumbo financing, you know, financing over $417,000, that's also been tough, but we see more and more lenders wanting to get back into that piece of the business as well. So for buyers in that market, I think that there will be some good news as we get into 2010. As we continue on into 2010, I have far more optimism today than I've had for the last 2 or 3 years. I think this is going to be the year to buy.